Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and wow, it's time, guys. We finally got Arc 4 or Chapter 4 news for Pokemon Horizons. We will be going into the Rayquaza Rising arc starting in October 2024. So yes, Terrestrial Course is coming to an end this month, and starting next month, we're going right into Arc 4. And oh boy, as you can tell by this poster here, yeah, we got a few things to talk about here in this video. But real quick before we get started, I just want to say if you're someone that's brand new to the channel and you like this type of content, it'd be pretty cool if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, watch the video to the end, and hit that notification bell. All these factors really do help, and I would definitely appreciate it. Anyways, let's talk about Arc 4 Pokemon Horizons now. So this all comes from Coral, and thanks to the Cerebi forums for translating this information, and the translation goes as follows. We plunge into a new chapter. Its name is, drum roll please, Pokemon Horizons Rayquaza Rising. Liko and Roy's new adventure starts October 11th. What lies in wait is a certain legendary Pokemon. Rayquaza descends once again. It appears Rayquaza is the key to this story. Well, I'd assume that would be the case if the arc is being titled Rayquaza Rising, so I'd assume that Rayquaza is involved in some way, shape, or form. But that's neither here nor there. But moving on, we have 3 highlights of this new chapter. You can get a preview of the Rayquaza Rising's highlights from the key visual, which we see here. The 6 heroes gather. You can see Kleavor and Entei on the key visual as well. Does that mean all 6 heroes will finally be together? 3 of the 6 have currently joined the group. Where could the remaining 3 be? Fuecoco evolves? Roy's Fuecoco finally evolves into a Crocodile. Coral has been supporting Fuecoco all along and will be paying close attention to what's about to happen. And then finally, we have new characters are confirmed to appear. We're also going to meet the characters from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero, which obviously is Carmen, Briar, and Piran. So yeah, a lot of information here to delve into. Now, in addition to that, we actually got some new information on episode 67. Not really the summary for the episode, but I just thought it was funny. We'll probably get a proper summary in like a week or so. But we got an actual summary for episode 68, which I thought was pretty cool, or at least a small summary for now. Probably get a more proper summary later on. But anyways, what we have here, it just made me laugh. So for episode 67, the current summary goes as follows. We can't reveal any details on this episode yet, which means something big is going to happen. But take a look at that title. Yeah, Shine Terrestrialization, Liko versus Roy. We will get to see the result of Liko and Roy's terrestrial training. A massive Pokemon anime fan, Notoru Koma, I believe that's how you say his name, is super excited for this episode from the title alone. Make sure to check it out. Yeah. Make sure you do that. And now, for episode 68 of Pokemon Horizons airing on October 11th, it is titled Taking to the New Skies, the Brave Asagi. Olivia, or Bolivia, Galarian Moltres, and Lapras from the 6 heroes come out of their balls on the Brave Asagi's wing deck. Liko decides to test her strength against Orbolivia, Roy against Galarian Moltres, and Dot against Lapras. Okay, so we have a lot to discuss here. Oh my gosh, where do I begin with this? So, this is very interesting. I'm very intrigued as to what this arc is going to entail. It does seem to imply that we are probably going to Kitakami at some point. Because if we're meeting these new characters, Piran, Carmen, and Briar, it makes me think that we're definitely going to be at least making a trip there for a couple episodes. I don't know if Kieran is going to be making an appearance, but Carmen is actually being emphasized here. So maybe we either go to Kitakami or we're actually in Sinnoh. It's kind of hard to say. But with Briar being here, I get the feeling that she might actually be showing up at the end of the Terrestrial debut arc and maybe points them in the direction of Kitakami or something like that. Or even just accompanies them on the Brave Asagi. It's kind of hard to say, but I just get the feeling that we're going to be going to Kitakami and probably Sinnoh. We know Piran's from Sinnoh, so I do get a feeling that obviously we're going to make our way there. And we're already getting kind of hyped the fact that all 6 heroes are going to be in this arc, so at some point we're going to be coming across Kleavor and Entei. So we know that that's coming up, so yeah, I'm really curious. So are we actually going to also be going to Johto as well? Or is Entei just going to roam all the way to Sinnoh or Kitakami or something like that? Kind of hard to say, but yeah, there's kind of a lot to look forward to coming into this arc. That's for sure. Now, I will say I am a little concerned with how the Terrestrial debut arc is going to end, because it's actually ending a little bit sooner than I was expecting. I was expecting this arc to go until like episode 70, and well, it's ending with episode 67, so a little bit earlier than I was expecting. So I'm kind of a little concerned that the finale for this arc is going to be kind of rushed. I am expecting kind of a good ending for, I guess, Liko versus Roy, but this also seems to imply that Liko is probably going to end up passing either that episode or in episode 65. I mean, obviously, at the time I'm recording this, it's right before episode 65 airs, so by the time that episode airs, this could be completely debunked, but I'm kind of a little concerned that Liko's just going to end up passing in episode 65, and yeah, that I've already expressed in my previous video that it's not something I want. I kind of want her to rematch Grusha and then earn, that passing grade or something like that. She comes up with like a method to, counter him or something like that. This kind of just seems to imply that she's going to end up passing regardless. So I just hope that whatever happens is handled correctly going into the end of this arc, and then moving on to Rayquaza Rising arc. Now, another big reveal here for this poster is obviously Fuecoco's evolution has been officially confirmed. It's 100% happening now. The question is, when is it going to happen? Is it going to be like with Sprigatito, where it evolves at the end of the prior arc, and then going into this arc, it's, in that mid-evolution stage? Or is it going to evolve sometime during this arc? That's going to be interesting to be seen. Koro is actually sitting over here like, oh, well, we've been rooting for Fuecoco this entire time, so we're excited for this. So it almost seems to imply that maybe it's happening sometime during this arc. But also that like mini summary that we got in here from episode 67 from Koro seems to imply that they can't reveal certain details about this episode yet. So could the evolution happen there? Or is it going to happen sometime in this arc? In the comment section down below, post your thoughts. Do you think that Fuecoco is going to evolve in episode 67? Or is it going to be sometime during the Rayquaza Rising arc? Just let me know. Now, another thing I noticed on this poster is that Tinkatink apparently evolved in a Tinkatuff. Yeah. So not only is Fuecoco evolving, Tinkatink is evolving as well. So that's also another surprise. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised since a lot of the Pokemon are evolving anyways. But hopefully it's well done. Tinkatink hasn't really had a whole lot of battling experience going into this evolution. Just that battle with Orthworm and then Larry. Well, Larry's the Dunsparce. Nothing really much outside of that. So hopefully its evolution ends up being a good one. I guess we'll see what happens. Just curious to see when it's actually evolving. Whether it's at the end of Terrestrial Course or sometime during Rayquaza Rising. It's gonna be interesting. Personally, I think Fuecoco's evolution is the one that's the most deserving right now. Tinkatink, it's cool, but yeah, probably could have used a little bit more development before evolving. So maybe it ends up having a good evolution episode. Who knows? Guess we'll see what happens. Now, one more thing I noticed on the poster that stuck out to me is the fact that Carmen seems to own a Sinistcha. And that's cool. We have a Sinistea on the Brave Asagi, so are these two going to meet? Are we going to have Sinistea meet Sinistcha? Because if so, that's actually something that I wanted to see, and I predicted that back when we got Sinistea. I'm like, yep, I get the feeling that whenever we go to Kitakami, these two Pokemon are going to end up interacting with one another, and I get the feeling that that's going to be the case. So, yeah, that's actually another thing to look forward to. It's a minor thing, but it's a nice thing to look forward to. A little nice moment, that is. Now, for me personally, I'm actually really excited for this arc. I've enjoyed the Terrestrial debut arc, It's been a very enjoyable arc. It's been a good arc for Liko, Roy, and Dot to grow as trainers, to become stronger. Their Pokemon are evolving, so they're moving to the next step. So now that they've done this training, we're all set to go back and explore the world again on the Brave Asagi. I've missed the Rising Volt tacklers, so getting them to hang out again on the ship again is gonna be good to see, and it's something that can't wait to see again, because I've definitely been missing those interactions with the Rising Volt tacklers. So cool. Not to mention, we've been in Paldea for quite a bit at this point, well over 30 episodes now. So we've been in Paldea for quite a bit. We've gotten a pretty decent amount of Paldea representation in the series so far, so I don't mind taking a break from Paldea for a little bit and focusing on different areas in the world. And I'm also glad that we're probably going to Kitakami at some point. With the prior series, we didn't really get a whole lot of the DLC locations in Sword and Shield. We never went to Isle of Armor, and we only went to Crown Tundra like 2-3 times, something like that. And we just didn't really do a whole lot there, and there was quite a few characters missing. So I like the fact that we're going to the DLC areas. We're meeting characters from the DLC, Carmen, Perrin, and Briar. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing these characters, seeing how they're like in the anime. I'm especially excited for Carmen. I just want to see her interacting with Liko and the others, and her getting super angry and Liko getting stressed out over it. I can't wait for that interaction. It's going to be hilarious. With Perrin, I'm a little concerned because she has the Hisuian Growlithe. So I wonder if there's just going to be an explanation for that, or if it's just going to be like Cleavor and no explanation, or they just exist. They're ancient Pokemon, but they exist in modern times. And Briar, with her interests in Terapagos and terrestrialization and stuff from that, it's probably going to be different from the games, but I'm very curious to see how they're going to be like in the anime. I just want to see their personalities, and I'm just excited for the fact that we're possibly going to Kitakami, and we're possibly going to get that representation, or at least get these characters for now. They might be hiding Kieran, but hey, we didn't get Arven so far in Trestle Course, so either they're saving these characters for later, or they're going to show up in randomly or something. I don't know. It's hard to say at this point, but either way, I'm excited for this arc. I'm excited for the new characters. I'm excited for the other hero Pokemon showing up, and Fuecoco's evolution. Definitely been waiting for that. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to going into this arc. Also, I want to mention Liko, Roy, and Dot facing off against the hero Pokemon individually is awesome. Like, do we expect them to win against them at this point? No, but this is still good training for them. They are getting stronger, so fighting, super powerful Pokemon might build some experience. Just saying. Regardless, that is awesome. That is another thing to look forward to in this arc. Alrighty, guys, that's all I got for this video. So yeah, a lot going into this upcoming arc. So in the comment section down below, I want to hear from you guys now. What are you looking forward to the most going into the Rayquaza Rising arc? Are you excited about all the hero Pokemon showing up? Are you excited for the new characters that are going to be showing up that are from the Scarlet and Violet DLC? New Pokemon showing up? Evolutions for Fuecoco and Tinkatink? Just what are you looking forward to going into this arc? And what are your predictions for what we're going to be doing in this arc? Or where we're going in this arc? Are we going to Kitakami, Sinnoh, Johto, all three of them in the same arc? I'm just really curious to see what you guys think. So post your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And guys, have a great day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all later. Bye.